Welcome to this exclusive HFS podcast in which we're going to talk about a brand new, exciting offering which we have brought to you, the HFS Pulse Dashboard. I'm Nishla Murthy Kaushik, the Chief Marketing Officer at HFS, and I am in conversation with Saurabh Gupta, President of Research and Advisory Services at HFS. So, Saurabh, thanks for taking the time to have this conversation. My first question is probably what everyone wants to know. What is the HFS Pulse?
I think this is our brand new offering, which is almost a self-service tool for our clients to play with some of the data, some of the latest and greatest data that we have. I think we started planning for this earlier this year because we as a research team felt that this is a very, very volatile and fast changing market where things change every 6 months practically. And so what we are doing is investing in survey-led research, which we call HFS Pulse, which we launch every 6 months. And we reach out to about 800 different Global 2000 enterprises to understand where they are on this journey in terms of digital transformation, in terms of emerging technologies, in terms of outsourcing, shared services, GBS. And all that is packaged in what we call HFS Pulse. Now, what HFS Pulse Dashboard does is it creates a very interactive way for our clients to play with that data. So you can choose the questions, you can choose what filters do you want to have. You want to see it for banking, financial services, or you want to see it for US versus Germany, or you want to see it for large clients or small clients. You can choose all those kind of filters, and you can get answers to this, and we will refresh this every 6 months. So I think it's in my view, it's the first of its kind of a research tool wherein we're making our research available as interactive as possible to our clients.
I'm just curious to know, who do you think this tool is relevant for? Is it for C-suite leaders, or it is, basically, any specific industry, or is it open to all industries, all functions, all levels of the hierarchy?
I think it should be open to everyone. I think the users will differ by your role. I'd like to, think that both our enterprise side clients as well as our service provider and technology provider clients will find this useful. If you look at the enterprises, they're always asking us the question, what is the other person doing, right? And how are they thinking about it? Because in today's world, Nishchala, there is no, here are the 5 things you have to do to be successful. So everybody's looking at what others in their peers are doing or thinking. And I think this gives them a view into their peer set, right? So you can look at that. If you're looking at it as a service provider or a technology provider, I think the demand patterns are changing so fast that you can't react to it, right? You have to anticipate demand pretty much. And this allows you to sort of anticipate demand because the questions that we ask in Pulse are all forward-looking questions. We are asking these 800 enterprise leaders, what do you think is going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months? So I think given the forward-looking nature of this, and given how volatile, uncertain, and fast-changing the market is, I feel that both enterprises as well as service providers and technology providers would find it valuable, or at least that's my hope. We'll see where we go.
You are the mastermind behind this dashboard. So what has been the most exciting thing for you in this journey of just putting it together and seeing it come to life?
I think the most exciting part is that, as a researcher, you spend a lot of time just working through the data and the spreadsheets, right? And it takes a long time to get to some insight that you feel is credible. I think that this cuts through all of that, right? So I'm very excited about the potential for our own analysts, for our own team, for you and me, right, Nishchala, to be able to look at this and, see if we have any hypothesis, quickly validate it and get it out in the market. So I think our own internal speed to market might, people say that we are fairly fast, but I think we can be faster. And I think tools like this can help us get there. So I'm excited for our clients to use it, but I'm also excited for our own internal teams to use it. There's an export functionality here, for example, where you can straight away export it as a PDF or a PPT. And I think that's what the market needs is, fast, thought-provoking, insightful data viewpoints. And I hope that's what Pulse delivers.
Thanks, Saurabh. And I think there's no better time to bring out a dashboard like this than when all organizations across the world are thinking and planning and strategizing about what next for the new year. And I think that's where data and insights like this will help them in their business decision making. So let's fingers crossed. Let's hope that everyone really embraces this tool and makes the most of it. And, the potential of what we aspire to do as a company sort of is manifested in how clients embrace it, accept it, and work through it. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Hey, thanks, Mr.